Hello everyone and welcome to week 13 of the Featherstone Farm Summer CSA program. We've had some really fine weather this week and boy the crops are showing it off. Very exciting box for you this week and I'd like to explain item by item, see what we've got. Fall is the time for these brassica crops. You had broccoli last week. Fall cabbage, more crunchy, sweeter than the cabbage that you've had all summer. Strong recommendation, and these cabbages will keep. If you don't eat it right away, this in the drawer of your refrigerator will keep just as it is for a month. So no pressure to eat cabbage. We're getting into long storage, better storage life cabbage. And potatoes, same thing, keep forever. These are set skin potatoes. They do not need to go in your refrigerator. Folks, we have high organic matter soil at Featherstone Farm, and so it's really hard for us to grow potatoes that don't have scab on the skins. Potatoes are traditionally grown in sand with low organic matter that make them look like $1 million, but we don't have that. So you just have to peel that scab off of there. I'm sorry, but it's the cost you pay of having quality soil that grows carrots that taste good, coming in a couple of weeks. We've got wonderful cucumbers, plenty of cucumbers in the fall. These are not easy to grow, but we've got a lot of them. And we have one of our all-time favorite crops at Featherstone Farm. All of us at the farm love Carmen sweet peppers. This is about the sweetest thing, ounce for ounce, bricks quality, sweetest pepper that we grow on the farm. So great for anything that you use as sweet pepper, dips, fresh salads, anything like that. Carmen peppers. We have more of this, again, new crop for us at Featherstone Farm. Lovely celery from the high tunnels. In the past, we could not grow this without tunnels. Celery does not do well in open field conditions in the upper Midwest, but in the tunnels, lovely celery coming. It's going to be a little stringier than usual, than the type of succulent water balloon celery you're used to getting from California, but good flavor. A handful of paste tomatoes this week. Not a ton of them. They'll be trickling in for sauces. These will ripen best, of course, in a bag closed up on top of your refrigerator. There are paste tomatoes for some boxes. Back into eggplants, late season crop, for grilling, for baba ganoush, of course, one of my all-time favorites. Eggplant in boxes this week. Another unusual one that I'll explain briefly. These are a shoshito peppers. These are a fresh snacking pepper, Japanese type of variety. These you're going to brown or toast in a cast iron skillet over very high heat. Some people use oil, others dry roasting. You're just going to put them in there just straight out of the bag. Just flip them right into that skillet. Work them over a period of about 6 to 10 minutes, depending on how soft you want them. Working them in there and then serving with coarse salt. That's all it is, and so tasty. Just 1 bite or 2 bite peppers, seeds and all. This is a Japanese delicacy. So shoshito peppers. Another sugar bomb, yellow bell peppers along with the Carmens. These are a great addition to our 1-pot tomato pasta recipe this week. If you'd like to add, in addition to the tomatoes, the basil, sweet peppers are a fine addition in there. And then we have heirloom tomatoes. It's a late crop this year coming on strong, but I'll just introduce you to the 4 main varieties that we have. They're all old school heirloom types, not hybrids. This is a Valencia yellow. This is dead ripe. This is a Brandywine, which is a potato leaf type, well known to us. This needs a couple, 3 days to ripen. This is a Cherokee purple, my favorite. It's not a sweet tomato. This is a high acid, dark slicing tomato. Also needs about 4 or 5 days to ripen, I would say. And this is a dead ripe Copia. It's a marble stripe type. It's got green and orange, beautiful sunburst effect. This is ready to eat. So we're packing mixed bags with different types of varieties and different ripenesses so that they can be taken out and eaten over time. This is your first BLT or your first tomato sandwich, followed by this one. 2-3 days later, the Brandywine ready to eat, and then your Cherokee purple. Little clarification this week on cherry tomatoes. Also, we grow many different types, and occasionally they get mixed up in the same labels, the same boxes. This is a old school grape tomato right here, just as the label says. Oblong fruits, durable, heavier skins. These are really long lasting. these tomatoes will keep well in this box for 10 days. They'll ripen to a deep red, but they will not spoil. They're a good shipping tomato. But we also have this week regular red round sweet 100 types. These are going to be the good eating. A little bit thinner skins. They are not grape tomatoes. It's a mislabel. But again, in newsletters, in our communications, we can explain this to you. And this is actually, to my mind, a better eating tomato, although it's not a grape. We also have some sun golds this week, which are a yellow, really good eating tomato with very thin skins. Many of you are familiar with sun golds. A couple of bunch greens this week, lacinato kale, which is a very beautiful one, and red Swiss chard coming up in a moment. We have basil, which is going to be diminishing in quality and in volume coming up because it does not like the cold, but good addition for your one pot tomato pasta recipe. You'll need basil for this one. Again, another bunch green, the red Swiss chard, so tender, very beautiful this time of year. We've had sunshine. This is the way these greens ought to look, not the rain hammered, water bruised greens that we had throughout the spring. This is last thing I'll talk about here is summer crisp lettuce. I think I highlighted this last week, a couple weeks ago. These are not conventional lettuces like you would see green leaf, red leaf at the store. But the eating quality of these guys in warm weather, the sweetness of that leaf, French crisp lettuces, Batavian type, summer crisp lettuce, so wonderful, great BLT material and salads of all kinds. So that'll wrap up the week for this week. We look forward to seeing you next week, and we will be looking at fall crops again. Carrots are not far out, beets, winter squash, and broccoli coming back next week. Thank you very much.